BC AppCo, a leader in providing focused, high-impact solutions for Microsoft's D365 Business Central, introduces Royalty Central. Royalty Central is an end-to-end royalty management solution designed to streamline every aspect of your licensing operations directly within Business Central, from royalty contracts, calculations, tracking, and payment processing for fully centralized, accurate business management. Royalty Central provides the following benefits: flexible contract setup and oversight, real-time royalty calculations, smarter, faster payments, easy-to-use reporting and analytics, all-in-one business platform, and built-in compliance control. Fully embedded in Dynamics 365 Business Central, Royalty Central gives you full visibility across finance, sales, inventory, royalties, and more, all under one roof. In this video, we'll show you how easy it is to set up and begin using Royalty Central. Installation of Royalty Central is easy. From Microsoft's App Source, search for Royalty Central and click on the free trial button on the app. Follow the prompts to load the app onto the desired environment. This app should install automatically. If not, just open Business Central and go to Extension Management. Locate the Royalty Central extension, click on the three-dot icon by the name, and select Install. Once you decide to purchase the application, please contact support@bcappco.com for your personalized license key. When your key is received, navigate to Royalty Setup and paste the key into the license key field. You are now ready to take full advantage of the features and functionality of Royalty Central. Setup steps are minimal with Royalty Central. The Royalty Setup page can be found by entering Royalty Setup in the Tell Me What You Want to Do search field. Additionally, a link has been added to the menu at the top of the Business Central main page for the Business Manager role or the Royalty Manager role. The Royalty Setup page allows users to set system parameters, enable functionality, and navigate to additional features and pages. In the Purchase section, you can set the Royalty Expense Account field, which allows you to enter the GL account where you want the royalty expense to be posted. Royalty Central also allows you to override this account at the payee or contract payee level as well. Royalty Central allows you to accrue royalties on sales transactions as well as consumption of licensed products in production or assembly orders. Configuration of Royalty Central consists of four main areas: origin regions, sell regions, licensors, payees. Once these are set, you'll be able to create contracts which bring all four of these configuration areas together. Let's look at each one. Origin regions are the areas that you're selling from and are tied to location codes within Business Central. To create an origin region, click on the Origin Regions from the Royalty menu, add a new code and description for the region, then click Related, then Locations from the menu, and assign the location codes for that region. Sell regions are the countries that you sell to and are tied to the country codes within Business Central. To create a sell region, click on Sell Regions from the menu, add a new code and description for that region, then click on Related, then Countries from the menu, assign the country codes for that region. Licensors are the entity which holds the license for the products you're generating royalties for. To create a licensor, click on Licensors from the menu, then click New to create a new licensor. Fill in the appropriate code, name, and contact information. Then click Related and Brands to create a brand. Each licensor must have at least one brand. The brand contains the items and/or item variants that you will calculate royalties for. Once the brand code is created, click on Related Items to add items and/or item variants to the brand. Note that you can also create sub-brands under a brand and add items to the sub-brand. Since the royalty contract allows you to add royalty amounts at brand, sub-brand, or item levels, this provides you with tremendous flexibility in setting up the royalty structure for a licensor. Payees are the entity for which you will be making the actual royalty payments. These payees are generally tied to vendors within Business Central. To create a payee, click on Payees from the Royalty menu. Then click New to create a new payee. Fill in the appropriate code, name, and contact information. Under the Payment Fast tab, enter the vendor number of the vendor that the payee is linked to. Contracts are used to bring together the previous configurations into specific royalty plans or contracts. Contracts are the basis for the generation of royalty expense entries and payments. You are now ready to configure the contract details and payees. Contract details. From the menu, click on Related Contract and Contract Details. On this page, you'll identify the origin and sell regions for each line. Using the sales type and sales code fields, you can determine whether the royalty applies to all customers, specifically identified customers, or customers within a designated customer price group. You will then designate whether the royalty line applies to an individual line or a brand which was created earlier. Lastly, enter the royalty rate as either a fixed rate per unit or a percentage of the sales amount. For contract payee setup, click on Related Contract Payees to add the payees for the contract. Enter the payee number and the payee's percentage of the royalty. Note that the sum of the percentages for all lines must equal 100%. If needed, you can also enter a specific payment terms code for the royalty payment, which will override the payment terms code for the related vendor. You can also enter a royalty expense account for this specific contract payee if desired. This account number will take precedence over the payee's expense account as well as the general expense account. Once the information above is complete, return to the contract page and click Release from the menu to release or reopen the contract as needed. Royalty Central is now ready to use. There are 3 steps involved in processing royalty payments. The first step is to calculate royalties. If automatic creation of the royalties was selected during the setup, then the royalty entries will already exist in the royalty entry table. If not, you'll need to run the Calculate Royalties job. Royalty entries will now be shown in the royalty entry table. The second step in the process is to calculate the royalty payments. Navigate to the Royalty Payments Journal. Click on Suggest Royalty Payments to select the payments to be generated. Royalty payments are linked to the underlying royalty from the royalty entry table. You can also manually add payment lines to this journal without using the Suggest Royalty Payments function and manually apply these payments to the calculated royalty from the royalty entries page. The last step is to create the actual payment invoices for the vendors associated with the payees. From the Royalties menu, select Calculate Create Royalty Invoices. Select the date range and click OK. The system has now created purchase invoices for each of the payments. You will note in the Royalty Entries page that the payment lines now show the document type of purchase invoice and a document number related to the purchase invoice created. Open the purchase invoice page and post the newly created royalty invoices. Processing for the royalty payments is complete and the vendor's invoices are ready to be paid using the standard Business Central Payment Journal functionality. As you can see, the setup and usage of Royalty Central is quick, easy, and flexible. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at support@bcappco.com or visit the Royalty Central website at www.royaltycentral.app.